Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I am driving my BMW E28 533i throughout my neighborhood. So basically it's a normal day where I utilize this vehicle on my daily drive. The sun is setting in the horizon. And I'm looking around, there's no cars coming. The visibility in this car is absolutely amazing. And that is the reason why this has become one of my favorite drivers. If it's something like a BMW or a Mercedes from the 1980s, these things are very Teutonic and bulletproof. And they're built to last. And they're built to a standard of a structural quality that resembles a tank. And when I'm driving down the highway, there's a smoothness to this car that is unparalleled to anything else. And it brakes extremely well because this has a performance heritage to it. And BMW is definitely, or was definitely, on the cutting edge of performance during this time period, developing things like the M1 from the early 1980s. And let's not forget that the first sedan or the first passenger car to have the M badge on it was this exact platform, the E28 with the M5 that came out and was around in the late 1980s. One thing you won't have in terms of amenities and convenience like a modern BMW is you don't have the screens, you don't have the computers, you don't have all the touch screen features that you have in a modern car. And for me, that's okay. I like the idea of disconnecting from things that are like an iPhone. So for me, the driving experience is more than an exercise in reading a screen. I actually want to perform the task of thinking when I'm behind the wheel. One thing that you have to be aware of with this car is, there's no nannies or anything that's going to aid in your driving capabilities. Nothing's going to save you on the road. You have to be connected with the road. You have to actually steer. You have to stay alert. There's no sensors that are telling you that you're approaching a car a little bit too closely. You basically have to pay attention. This is not an autonomous driving experience. And the best thing about having 14-inch tires is I could just drive over that speed bump and not really slow down. That was really cool. And that's one of my favorite things on this car, because you would think this is a trophy truck, but it's really a sedan with really comfortable and forgiving tires. And that's what makes this car a lot of fun to drive. And it handles surprisingly well because it's the BMW performance factor. The E28 is a top value when it comes to classic BMWs. The E30s are selling in the upper $50,000 to $150,000 range because, well, those cars have a motorsport heritage to them. But when I think about cars like the E28, I could get this car in really good condition for under 10 grand. And the 5 Series, there's only one way to look at it. The 5 Series is above the 3 Series of that same generation. It was above the E30. So you have features like leather. You have features like a radio, air conditioning. You have a fit and finish that was top notch. So the E28, I think, is the motorsporting value that is highly underrated. And ladies and gentlemen, I am here at my gym. So that is it for me. And that is it for my commentary on my daily drive to my local workout facility. I will talk to you later as I look for parking. And I'm probably going to park far away from everything else so nobody bumps their door into the side of my vehicle. And this parking is perfect. Thank you for watching.